continue on with more Resident Evil 5. This will be the first DLC, the Lost in Nightmares DLC. I don't know how long this is. I know that there's 18 score stars I need to collect, so that's what I'll be aiming to get while I'm finishing it. If we don't finish within less than 2 hours or whatever, I'll go ahead and do the second DLC. If we go over, then I'll end it for this stream, and then I will do the other one the next time. Also, I rewatched the upload and realized that the volume for my game was much louder than my voice, so that actually would. Actually, now I just realized something. I just realized that the. Yeah. So I just realized this now. Let me just check something. I turned the volume of the game down because it was too. Volume of the game was too loud, and you could barely hear what I was saying. Now everything's on an even level. Although now I think about it, it's like if I put my voice over this, then at least, because I'm not talking the whole way through. That's it. I'll see how this goes. Obviously this is going to be testing, so first stream had the first stream I had the game volume too loud, so I turned that down. This time I'm going to try and have the microphone volume up and the game volume down, and see if that's if the microphone's picking up too loud, then that means that I can just put it back down to an even level. But see how it goes. It's loud enough for me to hear, so well, I don't hear what it's like in the stream. So let's start this. So there's 18 score stars I need to grab, and then there's also just need to finish this thing. So content, Lost in Nightmares. Let's single player. Obviously, I'll be picking amateur because the game is hard enough as it is for me. The microphone's too loud or whatever, I can just easily adjust it. But beforehand, I had the game volume up too high, and there was things, so I dropped that. Now I've put the microphone up just in case that's the problem.
European headquarters to apprehend him. Accepted that mission in the hopes of uncovering some info that would.
Oh, okay. This mission's explaining the. This looks like it's going to explain the whole thing with Wesker. Because they're in the same costumes.
What can you tell us about the area?
Satellite.
Understood. We're in.
Move.
But I believe the second DLC doesn't have any. So first score start. First of all, I want to just make sure I adjust everything correctly. Okay, from the start of the mission, turn left. Okay, so over the door there'll be a broken star. Before I do this, I want to check what we have. Oh, Jill does not have. Oh, sorry. I never saw this before. I guess I couldn't do this originally. Does everyone share this? No, we both. No, we don't share the same. I give her this. Can I give you this?
I owe you one.
I'm just taking the same voice lines as. Apparently, we can get what we need. The first one upstairs. Blood here. Should have known this wouldn't be easy. So I guess this is the explanation about what happened with everyone in the... But what all these mean, I do not know. Like something could fit in here. Some sort of shield. Oh. Okay, so there are smashables, so we need to keep finding these. Guessing we have to go down here anyway. Saying I can go upstairs. So, what's that I just picked up? Picked up 100 and something. Oh, the 150 something. I don't know what that's supposed to be for. Is that score? Maybe that's the score. I need to head upstairs to get the first thing, I think.
Eagle 6 to nest.
Read you, Eagle 6.
Found some men down. By their wounds, it looks like they were physically assaulted. Figure they're probably Spencer's security. Knows what.
Roger that.
Okay, there's the okay. So we need to get rid of. We need to fire. We need to destroy these. 18 of these on the level. So we need to destroy those. First one's right here. I'll make sure they get close enough. Again, like yesterday's video, the game audio was too loud, and the game audio was too loud, and my microphone wasn't. Now I've turned the volume. I've swapped the things now, so now my microphone is. Game should still be loud, but the microphone's louder. But if that doesn't work, I can just even them out. There's our first one. In the area where we have to activate the lever to go upstairs. Alright, well, I'm still looking around to figure out what's around here. Guessing this door's going to be locked. Yep, locked from the inside. Oh, she's on. Right, she's on. She's on. I should have her on attack.
Go!
Roger.
Wait, she will act like how Shev did before. Okay, so we're gonna need to get something for this. So this is more like a puzzle as well. Something with a square could also.
Is it with this guy and cranks?
He's a man of refined taste.
He's obsessed. That's what he is.
Because she'll go around and grab the score stars and that as well. I'm guessing. This might be more like the traditional, the more traditional game. It's also hard for me to know that that was the problem because I've done one stream here, I did one stream on the other system, and then this is where I'm continuing to do it from this. So, once we have all that sorted out, it'll be alright. I'm guessing everything's going to be fairly linear. Positioning though, he's supposed to be up against the wall, but he's nowhere even near it. Also, I'm guessing none of these enemies all of these enemies have been killed, so I don't know what kind of enemies we're going to be dealing with in this area. The track lock's broken, so much for going this way. Well, which way are we supposed to go? Because all of the areas I'm seeing so far are blocked by someone. All the areas upstairs are blocked. This way I thought they said it was blocked as well. Okay. So if that way's blocked, this way we can't go through, because we need to put something on it. Behind the doorway there's no way to go. Oh, there's the side rooms over there. Actually, no, we can't even go to those side rooms because it's locked from the. They're both of those are locked as well. Both of these ways are locked as well. Where are we supposed to go? Both ways are locked. I'm gonna have to look up where to go in the very, very first section because none of these areas are open. I can't believe I'm having to check this. It doesn't look like there's anywhere to go. I'm trying to think now. It's like game volume was too loud, so put that down, and the microphone wasn't loud enough, so putting that up. And I mean, even if the volume for my microphone is louder, it's not like I'm talking all the time anyway. I don't know why I'm lost here though. And this is the very, very start of the mission. Am I just unless there's something on one of the bodies? That's the only other thing I had thought of. There might be something on one of the bodies, but I don't remember seeing anything. Need to figure out where I'm supposed to go. That's weird. It's telling me that I have to go right inside the door. I'm pretty sure I checked all of the go upstairs and go right. I'm pretty sure I checked all these doors. I checked all these doors and it didn't. Unless there's another door that I'm missing. I'm pretty sure I checked this door. It's telling me that it won't open. That's what it says. Several vases, that's fine. On the right side are 3 more vases. By the light on the wall is yeah. Head up the staircase, go right inside the door. I don't know why I'm lost. Right side, I grabbed all the bars underneath the stairs, grabbed that. By the light on the wall, we shot the thing. That's fine. Pull the lever. Wait, there's a lever. There's a lever somewhere. Okay, there's a lever. I missed a lever. I guess I don't remember seeing one. Apparently, there's a lever that I can pull. I don't know how I missed that. Guess that. I know I interacted with a. Oh, right here it is. I didn't even see this level. I think it's because I was paying attention to the other. Unfortunately, I can't see which way is the best way to go. And both doorways are unlocked. Well, they both lead to each other, I guess. Door over there. There's 2 doors, so 2 doors. Although I guess we're supposed to follow the blood. I thought we were supposed to follow the blood, but there's blood on both sides. Blood on either side. I was wondering. I can't believe I just missed that. Okay, we couldn't go that way anyway. I don't know why I did not see the lever. Right, so Jill's acting like Shiver at least. She's grabbing all the stuff that we. I mean, giving her all the healing items. I like how when we open the doors, it goes into first person. I don't know if that's never happened before. But what is this document? Looks like some pages from a diary. Some entries are missing. May 9, 1998. Played poker tonight with Scott and Alias from security and Steve from research. Steve was the big winner, but I think he was cheating, that scumbag. May 10, 1998. One of the higher-ups assigned me to take care of a new creature. It looks like a skinned gorilla to me. God said there'd be an accident in the basement lab. I just knew there was something like this. I just knew something like this would never. I just knew something like this would happen. Those bastards in research never sleep, not even on holidays. May 12th, 1998. Been wearing this damn spacesuit since yesterday. My skin's getting grimy and feels chill over. May 16, 1998. A rumor is going around that a researcher who tried to escape from the estate last night was shot. My entire body feels hot and itchy, and I'm sweating all the time now. I scratched the swelling on my arm, and a piece of rotten flesh just dropped off. What the hell's happening to me? May 19, 1998. Fever gone, but itchy. Today hungry and eat doggy food. 4 itchy, tasty. There's a note stuck between the last few pages. Password 3. Okay, what does the password 3 say? Password. Is there a way to view the password, or can we just not? I don't think we can review key items. So I'm trying to read what the password is. So I'm guessing it's fine. We can just pick it up and. Shotgun. I mean, that's. Okay, so when someone opens a door, it just becomes a another skull star right here. Paying attention to these actually. Skull star. In the area where you have to activate the lever to activate the lamp on the ceiling of the staff. I have to go and get that one. I haven't got that. Yeah, I haven't gone and grabbed those. I've forgotten some skull stars already. Okay. Go ahead and grab them again. There's one on top of the one right there. And there's also one on the left. I'm just completely skipped some. We'll head back downstairs and grab that one. We do have a password. It said password 3, so. Considering I'm getting all these skull stars really, really quickly, it's making me think: is this level even going to last very long? Because I'm guessing like the things that are killing the air. I'm pretty sure it's Wesker that's killed them because we already are aware of that. Doesn't matter. So I think this is detailing the flashback that happened. So we've got the one on the thing, and then we got that one there. So once we help Jill across, unlock a door. To the second floor of the dining room. So we have a password. I have to use that for something. No, but I'll be able to. We explored the right side already to grab the password. Guessing that we can, because last time we did the oh right, okay, we do the assist jump, so this is very similar to what I love this jump mechanic that Chevron that didn't. I'm guessing she's going to go and open the door for us.
Raccoon City? Fortunately, yeah. Started. Only one.
Guessing she's going to come and open the door for us here. Said she got a new weapon. What weapon did she get?
I need ammo.
We currently have a shotgun and a handgun. She has a handgun and a machine gun. Well, I'll take this. Obviously, so that we can use all the guns, because I don't want to wasting ammo. Okay, so on the second floor here will be the next. I'm guessing there's not going to be any enemies that we have to face here until right at the end or something. Just feels like, pretty sure this area is a flashback area to what happened in the game where they showed Wesker with Spencer and stuff. Patrick's Memoirs 1. For a time it appeared as if Master Spencer would recover his former health, but fate was not so kind, and now he confines himself to his study, the days on end. It's been ages since I have seen him take his meals in the dining hall. I have endeavoured to prepare meals to his liking, and I bring them every day to the study. Unfortunately, he lacks the strength to eat anything but soup and other liquids. I recall a time in the history of this household when the situation was as dire as now. Generations past, the Spencer estate was the nexus for only the most well-to-do European socialites. Now only a skeleton staff remains to look after a man who keeps himself in virtual seclusion, one of his many residences. My family has been in the Spencer household service since the time of his great-grandfather. Its rapid state of decline would have been unimaginable even just one generation prior. I remember fondly the days of my youth, but that seems like a lifetime ago now. It was about 50 years ago. Back when my father was the head butler of the household, at that time I was learning his duties in preparation to succeed him, and there were always some chore or errand that would keep me running around the house. Remember how Lord Ashford, another aristocrat from a storied family, and one of Master Spencer's schoolmates, Dr. Marcus, would find refuge from the summer heat at this villa. My father and I would accompany them and do our utmost to see that they wanted nothing. Perhaps because I was the youngest person there, they would not take to teasing me. Though more often than not, they would treat me as one of them. I remember the time Lord Ashford gave me my first taste of brandy. It was on the second floor of the dining hall behind the stone statues lining the room. I'll never forget the mellifluous scent when he opened the bottle, but those cherished times are only memories now. Lord Ashford, Dr. Marcus, and of course my father have all already passed on. Only Master Spencer remains, and I'm afraid his days may be few. If Master Spencer dies, it will mark the end of his illustrious family, as well as my family's service to his. Now I can only wait for the inevitable. The note stuck between these last few pages, password number 1. Found 2 passwords now. I can't read them, unfortunately, it won't let me read them. Unless there's a way to read key items. I haven't found one so far. I need to make it to the second floor. Alright, unless we can do it from the bottom floor. In the main hall upstairs, left side, help Jill across, and look at the upper right corner of the second floor. Like, I don't think I can get to the top. Maybe I can't get to the top. I might not be able to reach the top. The upper right of the. I might not be able to get to the top of the area here, so I need to find it. Looking for a. Say, look at the upper right corner of the second floor. Can I? It's showing Jill. That's the issue. It's like I think it's on like a table. I don't know if I can reach it. There is a clock in here that apparently has first floor. There's the clock. Oh, I see it right there. Like in between the other one's on top of the thing, but apparently we can reach it solo from where we are. So I guess I just need to find a better position to shoot it. I think it's up there. It's up there because unless I'm looking, what? Is it up there or up here? It's there. There is something up there. If I can reach it somehow. Oh, there it is. Above the area. I don't know how many I've got. It hasn't been. I think we're on 6 actually because we just got one. In the room next to the dining room. Go through the corridor and. I don't think there's anything else in here. Like this, just like how Jill is moving us forward. For some reason, they've introduced this mechanic where you open the door in first person. I think we're supposed to go through this way before we go up the stairs.
You grab
it. There it is. Eighth star is once we've unlocked the door. Not quite there yet. Actually, there's something I just realized. Like, change this. Do this right. That should actually help with the. That should actually help with the. I forgot to modify the filter for background noise. Because having it be like at the very high setting means that it's gonna cut less. Thought about that as well. That would explain some other, but I think it's because I have to keep applying this feature anyway. But it's not gonna make me too much of a. I usually always have it as very high. I thought I heard something moving because they did. Is Patrick's Memoirs 2. When I stopped thinking about the screams of those poor souls imprisoned in the basement, I administered the virus to all of them as per Master Spencer's instructions 1 week ago. Whatever they become now, they are no longer human. I have persisted with multiple experiments at Master Spencer's behest. I do not know of what use a simple butler not schooled in the sciences such as myself can be. I should be proud that the Master trusts me with his important work. He usually has nothing but contempt or distrust for those around him. Also, that's another thing I realized. So in this area where it's like there shouldn't be any. It wouldn't make any sense for there to be enemies because of being the guy's estate and him staying there. So there probably shouldn't be any. I'm guessing the only thing we have to fight here is Wesker. If it's supposed to explain all that. And also, like, I'm thinking about other stuff as well. If I can't help but feel a disconnect between how I think I should feel and my actual mental state. On the one hand, I'm filled with joy and at the chance to assist the Master in any way I can. On the other, I feel as if I am losing a bit of my soul with each experiment I assist with. The only way I can preserve my mental faculties is by taking time off or by trying to divorce myself from all emotion. Whatever the case, I must act and not Master, duty, and honor, that is what it is at stake. Generations, my family has been loyal service to the Spencer household. I will not betray my duties, and I will serve Master Spencer until the end. I have dedicated my life to serving him, and there is no turning back. Time to check on the test subjects and report on their current condition to Master Spencer. I will carry out my duties, and I will do so honorably. No, this is Piano Sonata number 14.
Roger.
Just gonna unlock a door. Oh, okay, that opens the door for us. So now, if this was me and I knew that this was a thing, you would be like, oh, you'd have some enemies coming in, and while you're waiting for the door to open up, you have to, like, protect Jill or something. But then I guess that wouldn't work with what you're supposed to do. Alright, found the emblem that we need. Put on the door. Got Centaur Emblem. Point. So we have password 1 and password 3, but we don't have password 2 yet. Found that yet. Did you pick up anything of use? She picked up some healing items. Yeah, okay, so she has like 4 healing items, so it goes, put that into the door here. That should unlock the area. Get like halfway to the. Oh, I can get dogs. So we're not. 2 corridors and then the boxes. Gotta watch out for anything that's readable, because that might have the 3rd password that we're looking for. Locked. Jill might be able to get it open. We have to wait. Oh, that's right. Jill can lockpick. Jill can lockpick.
Okay, open.
Yeah, Jill has the power to. Spencer's Memoirs 1. I, Oswald E. Spencer, founder of Umbrella, as well as its chief executive officer, hereby proclaim myself as ruler of all mankind. Everyone shall prostrate themselves before me as they once did for the ancient fallen gods. At least that was what my destiny should have been. If I did not become a god, I could not sever my ties to my own humanity. Instead, my body is being destroyed by this damned disease, the disease of age. Its carved wrinkles in my face like a well-weathered crayon, and my arms are like the thin withered branches of a dying tree. Age has even deprived me of the use of my legs. The only chance I'll ever have of becoming a god and shaping humanity's destiny is to stop this disease from continuing to ravage my body. I believe there's a saying about realizing the joys of life when one is at death's doorstep. Sayings like that are for the weak who are going to die. They attempt to mask their fears with pithy aphorisms. Mortals cannot comprehend what life means for those whose death is not a concern. Ignorant are fond of making generalizations to include those who would not be party to their pedantic. Will undo this unjust travesty done to me by time, and I will present myself as the perfect being that will rule over all mankind. I will give them a new set of commandments to govern their lives. All that remains is to find the key to eternal life. The virus manufactured by Umbrella is that key. It suppresses telomere shortings negates the function that limits cell division. Somewhere in that process is the key to immortality. If the process could be perfected, that key would be mine. I have the means available to me, I can realize my ambitions thanks to Alex. I lost much in human capital following Umbrella's bankruptcy, but I still have Alex, the first and brightest of them all, and the loss of my children. I have faith that if anyone can find a cure for the ailment of time that keeps me from assuming my role as the head of mankind, it is Alex. Alex will find a way. I like that this is more of a lore building explanation thing as well. That really works. This computer requires 3 passwords. Okay, so we only have the 2. So we're gonna have to we gotta find the next one. We've already got 2 passwords. So far so good. It's like this isn't. I wouldn't say this is a bad DLC or anything. I think this reminds me of the Croft Manor. You remember the Croft Manor? Well, I don't know if you've played the Croft Manor stuff, but the Croft Manor on Rise of the Tomb Raider. There's a Croft Manor from. Wait, are these? Oh, they're bombs. I mean, I'll pick these up. In the Croft Manor DLC, essentially you're going around trying to solve a mystery and go around and collect a whole bunch of. You go around and collect a whole bunch of stuff that relates. Now, there's 2 different versions. There's like the Croft Manor DLC where you have to like solve a bunch of puzzles by going around the thing, and then there's Lara's Nightmare, which is the same thing except they move everything around and you got to go and fight enemies. Both are very good. I just prefer the more exploration one because the combat in some of these games is difficult. So we're halfway now. So the next thing is once we open up, we need to, before we walk into a certain room, we have to make sure that we shoot the target. There's going to be another password. There has to be another password in here. Heat-sensitive paper. Okay, that's a key item. Oh, she picked up a. Right, something. I can hear something because there's something just. A sniper rifle. Normal rifle. Okay, what type of rifle is this? It's I think it's the one where we've got to aim it. Actually, because this is shotguns, machine guns thing, I can at least aim. And this one here, it has an actual it has actual aim to it. So it's probably better here for the give these to Jill, only because she this way her aim will be better with it. What's on the inside? Where's this 3rd password? Pretty sure I went around all over the place. Missing password 2, I believe. They get password 3, they get password 1. Oh, really? I didn't even realize that was a thing. Okay, so they said heat-sensitive paper, and then apparently it's like, oh, go back to the fire. Like I didn't even think about that. I didn't even think about that actually, because they've never done that in the other. We have to go back to. We have to go to the back to the dining room. back to the dining room and use the fireplace apparently. Which I wouldn't have thought of that at all. Because I know it's a heat-sensitive paper, but it's like that. Didn't realize that that was a clue. We explored everywhere else anyway. And so now we'll go and do that, and then we head back. Still got that crank there. We've still got to go upstairs. I don't remember there being a thing to investigate here either. Okay, so we've got the last pulse. Now we'll head back to where we were before. I've given her the rifle though because of accuracy purposes. Because I had the rifle originally, and I probably should have given it to Sheva earlier because she's a really good shot with that. Because it's a zoom in. Anything that has a zoom, I think, is better for me to just give to the AI because they're going to be better with it. Patrick's Memoirs 3. I've been in Master Spencer's employ for the majority of my adult life. As of late, however, I found his actions to be excruciable. For example, he has taken every possible precaution to conceal his whereabouts from the outside world. For what reason, I do not know. Then one day he asked me to find a certain man and make him aware of the Master's whereabouts. I did not know why he would go to such lengths to contact this man, but perhaps he wanted to see if someone could help him. Could find him, sorry. The man in question is one Mr. Albert Wesker, a name I have not heard in quite a long time. I only met him once, and that was over 10 years ago. I am ashamed to admit that I cannot recall his face, but it's because as head butler, it is my job to remember people. Now, the reason I believe is because of his eyes, those cold, unfeeling eyes that completely overshadowed his other features. At any rate, I have endeavoured to get the information into Wesker's hands without letting on that it was Master Spencer's desire that he have that information. I know of a certain unscrupulous individual who could put the information on the streets for the right price. He is the kind that does not care who he talks to. The individual I found of such importance is that he is in the employ of a female spy who has regular dealings with Wesker. Are they talking about Ada? I paid this man, I forgot if his name was Roberto or Ricardo, more than he deserved and gave him the bare minimum of information necessary to fulfill Master Spencer's wishes. I dutifully carried out Master Spencer's directions to the letter. It was at this point that the situation took an even more cryptic turn. Master, he let me go. I do not know why. I asked for him for a reason, the only time I have ever questioned him, but he responded with only silence. I do not know what to do now. I am filled with a sense of loss. Everything I have ever known is gone. I dedicated my entire life to serving the Spencer household, and now that book has been forcibly closed for no apparent reason. Well, I need to get used to setting up everything here. Once again, because I'm permanently using this spot, so I've got to remember to change the screen share, fix up the audio. And the ones who remain will be those untrustworthy security guards and the people in prison below the premises. I truly doubt the guards' ability to attend to all of Master Spencer's needs. Could it be that he plans on dying? No, he is not that type of man. He would not want to leave all his affairs in such an unfit state. Master Spencer must have some grand machinations at work that are beyond my ability to comprehend. At any rate, I can only obey his wishes and take my leave. I will be loyal until the end, even if it breaks my heart to do so. Another file here. It looks to be a list of test subjects. Test subjects. Number 1, Hans. 2, Felicia. 3, Marco. 4, Jonah. 5, Irma, 6 Ken, 7 Laura, 8 William. I wonder if that's William Birkin. 9 Hero, 10 Derek, 11 Miles, 12 Alex, 13 Albert. Unless these are all the Weskers. Number of candidates has been limited to the 13 individuals listed above. Same thing. Alright, into the secret room, and before we go and oh, I see it right there. I hope I haven't missed my chance to grab that.
I can't stop it. The controls must be.
Alright, well let's find out where the controls are. There's something in here, right? Where would they be? Because I don't remember seeing any. I don't remember seeing any controls anywhere. Oh right, I could sweat. So she can. That's the only other. That's the only way that I could have thought of would have been down this way. I'm guessing I'm gonna have to run down there, but if she dies, I can just. Apparently, she's gonna shoot shoot this area off. I don't know how quickly the spikes are going down. Oh, she can actually shoot. She's really close to dying. I'm guessing I have to head back. I think there's a safe in there. You can actually walk there and you have enough time. I think there's a safe in that area with bikes. We didn't have to go and do that. It's fine. That's 9, right? Where's the guy that I was using? Done that. Drop that one. Okay, so we're in a new area now. Okay, so the next one is when one of the two characters is trapped. You can unlock the door. Then on the ceiling there. Right, we'll have to reunite with Jill at this point. I think we're heading to the second area. Why didn't you smash the other one? Crank, and then we can use. Okay, and then we can use the crank on the. Use the crank on the area down below the. Do I make the thing zoom out? Do I click something to make the? Just wondering why was it bigger in that room? Right, now I'll have to go and use the crank under the. Use the crank under the. Use the crank on the lever thing under the stairs. It's like pulling a lot of ammo though, which she has a bunch of grenades. Oh, okay. Oh, right. She's wondering like what was happening. It's like one of us had to go through, and I think the next thing might be like above. There's something above the. So after a certain cat gets trapped, they do get something. But I'm making sure that I don't miss any stars. I think we have to get to the next area. I think we just have to go into the next area. This is not where I was expecting to hit. Cutscene time, or probably like spent like 15 minutes in this area, making sure that I check all the roof areas in case there's something hanging above.
Oh no.
And when have we ever been that lucky?
Talking about when someone gets trapped, so like I don't think I'm pretty decomposed. I'm actually wondering why we're heading through this way. I'll take that.
I need ammo.
Someone's.
Use this!
I don't know what she just triggered. I think she triggered something because I didn't say what she triggered though. Clearly here's something. Trigger one of these. I don't know what was going on here, but it's obviously quite barbaric. As I was mentioning, when characters are trapped, it's like I just kind of assume that we're not at that part yet. Oh, I did see. No, that was in. I keep hearing those noises, but I'm not sure what I'm supposed to be spotting. Pulled out our gun and started shooting this one right here. Is this the one that I was looking for? Have I missed something? That can't be right. Oh no. I think I missed it. When one of the two characters is trapped, you usually can unlock a door by shooting at the padlock. Yeah, as soon as you enter the locked door with the other character, turn to your left and look at the. Did I get that one? I don't think there's a way for me to check how many score stars I have. That was the area that they were talking about. I think I missed one. After collecting the crank used at the main hall, go through the door. Before or after you jump the hole, you can see the limits are fixed on the right side. Oh, wait, and that one I missed as well. That one I missed as well. So this, I think I've just missed a whole bunch of, I don't even know if I'm heading the right way. Make my way back. Oh, there's an enemy right there. Right, never mind,
This is why it smells so bad. Careful.
Alright, I just, I think I've, like, completely messed up by not collecting all the scroll stars. I remember going into the area where they were trapped. The way that we... I'm not sure if I'm heading the right way or not. I'm trying to make my way back. This doesn't look right. So I need to get back to where the... I think, like, in the area where they were trapped, I... In the area that they were trapped, I went in, pulled the lever, and after I pulled the lever, I don't remember if I looked to the left side. This area looks like... This is why I don't like where the map is. I'm completely lost. I don't know how I got down here. You can't open the map any larger. I think I've made a mistake by missing out on all the stars. Area doesn't look. Area looks different. There's one school there. This interesting. That means that I came back this way and he was. I came back this way and that enemy was there. I don't know how many of these I've got. I think I might have missed one. The one that I'm missing is the. If I look at this, like I did that one, and then said when one of the two characters is trapped, unlock a door, which is what I did. And then I'm trying to remember if I went through and I can't remember if I turned. I might have done that. I don't know. That's the 11th one. The 12th one is in a cell, which we haven't. I've completely missed that one as well. Got to examine the 5th cell. Yeah, this was the way that we came, and yet there was an enemy there, so I don't know what happened there. Oh, guess this is where they kept the subject. Just no one checked on things. Everything. I mean, I'm guessing I've missed one. There's no way for me to go back either. And there's no way for me to check how many I've got. Doesn't matter if I miss them all. I miss them all. I know I got one. I'll try and grab the rest of them anyway. That one we have. That one there we just grabbed. Upstairs and turn right. First one on the right. I thought that we were heading into another because the guide that I have on there is like written has like two different guide that I have written. The guide that I'm using has two. It's written in English and in French for whatever reason. Next one. I'm just gonna go and assume that I have that one that I think that I may have missed, but there's no way for me to check. I can't check how many I've got. But I can't remember. I know I went into the room and I pulled the lever for her. And after I pulled the lever, I don't remember if I checked the left side to see if there was one. I'm just gonna make an assumption. If I don't get it, I don't get it. If I don't end up getting it, then we'll just that guy's still moving. There's a way to jump. If we don't get it, then it's fine. done what I wanted to do. Guessing he's going to come up late. Yep. No why not. Well, wondering why they weren't shooting. But I think I may have missed one. I'll just why not? I was only intending to play this one time. This DLC once anyway. At least we're starting to see some enemies now. I believe I missed. If that's the one that I missed, I missed it just because I thought that there was another area. I should have read that a little bit more. I can't tell if I've got them all, but I at least know where it is. Alright, so now across the wall and to the left. Enemies somewhere? Coming out? Where they're coming from? Hear the music. Also not sure if we're supposed to aim for the head or aim for the sack, so I'm just, those enemies went down really fast though. These are so easy to miss. I think it's that one. We have to collect fragments and bottom of the stairs on the left. Cheers, a bunch of rifle ammo. That's good. Her shots are working quite well actually. Enemy coming? Or is it behind us? When you put that music on, it's like I'm expecting it to be enemy appearing from somewhere. What is it that they're even holding? Oh, it's got a weak point on its back. Those things are incredibly easy to kill. Just, I mean, I know I'm on the easiest difficulty, so it's not like I can brag about it, but just like a few shots to the. Well, I've got to find a key. I feel like I'm gonna be always annoyed by. I feel like I'm always gonna be annoyed by missing that one collectible that sounds like it's pretty easy. Just there, which I'm guessing we have to unlock.
Jill.
Okay.
Over there's a couple of things to grab too. There's our key. Key. Across this way. That's just going to take us to. Where did they say it was? Not there yet. Oh, we have to assist her for that. At least she actually collected the stuff up there. Okay, but open this area now. I'm really hoping I haven't missed that last school star because I have all the rest of them. But if I have, then I can't really do anything about that. Where's this other one coming from? She's. A good thing she's shooting at it from here because I'm waiting for it to come closer. So its weak point is its weak point has to be the thing, but every time I'm shooting at it, I'm just shooting at the thing. Its weak point has to be there because behind it I can see there's a point to kill it, but even with that point to kill it, got the gold crest, and there comes another one, which you can deal with just fine. No. These enemies go down easier than enemies in the base game, and I was playing on the same difficulty. I don't understand. There's another piece of something. Gold crest and silver crest. Guessing in one of these, somewhere around here, there's good another star. Alright, moment of truth. The next star is the last star, and the last star. Alright, so the last star is. Hopefully, this is the last star. I haven't missed the one that I think that I may have. Oh, okay, I see. Wait. Hopefully, we haven't missed both things in. Hopefully, I haven't missed the that last one. Now what? The QT sequence. If I've missed it, I'm not going to go back for them. It's fine. I just wanted to see if I could get the thing. Stars aren't all that hard to find. But...
Bill, okay. Gotta find a way out of there. Up with you.
Oh, we don't have any gear. We don't have any gear. Also, I'm looking at this area and it looks like I think we're in a new. We don't have any of our gear, so we have to. It's like something could fit into this green block. Okay, I'm guessing we have to. I'm guessing that we have to find puzzle pieces. Find. And they're gonna open up certain rooms. Enemy. Something. Something in that room that's moving around. I don't know how we're gonna. I mean, I have a flash grenade. I don't know how useful a flash grenade is going to be, but considering they've given me one. Just fight these. I don't know how effective I'm going to be without a. I don't know if I can fight this with a. Like I said, I don't know if I can fight this with a knife. Try, but. I think we're. Yeah. How do we get by this? I guess we have to just run by it. I wasn't expecting this, because there is one more chest thing that we need to grab. I can't believe I made a mistake here. Essentially. Okay, so obviously the bodyguard enemy is that there. So that means I don't have any way to fight it apart from flash grenades. And solving the puzzle. I'll probably just have to run around and not get seen. Probably the only way that I can think. There's no way to sneak by. And that if we get grabbed by that, it's going to kill us. I'm either going to need more flash grenades to punch it, or it's really hoping that what's? Let me check something for a second. How come all these other school styles don't count? I'm looking at what is it? What makes these ones specific? Destroy all 18 of the school styles. Okay, I think it's because all the rest of them can be up, whereas these ones have to actually be destroyed. So obviously we have to avoid that enemy as best as possible. She's by herself as well and doesn't have a... No, I wasn't supposed to do that. I was supposed to do... Now the issue is that this thing's going to be attacking us. Alright, I need to run away. Oh, Jill has a... I wonder if it can follow us. Yeah. Like, I wasted a flash grenade by mistake. Oh, that's first aid spray. No. Stay away from that. I don't know where Jill is. Just trying to find my way through the area. Flash grenades work. I accidentally wasted one. Not sure if this thing can climb. If it can, then it's going to be able to follow me, but... Spider. I don't know if this can hurt me. Solid object, so... Unsure if it can follow me. Red crank. If it can, I can still use flash grenades on it to hopefully, like... Yep, it can follow me. It can climb up, areas. We have the red crank. Okay, so I guess it's going to, This already trapped. Wait a second. Oh no. Can't move it, someone is probably staying on them. Oh, hang on, did I make a mistake? Get out of the thing! I'm trying... Why was it not... Oh, she's back? I'm so confused. What happened? It said something about readying the trap. Can I not use the trap if there's something? I'm so confused. The enemy there is just circling, and Jill's just standing there near the thing. Oh. Wait, why did she... I'm so confused. It was on the area. The enemy was on the red area, and then it said something about deploying the trap, and I went to go and do it, and then nothing happened. At least Jill's running away, but it's a bit confusing about what's going on. Now I'm supposed to go around and find a bunch of cranks. Is this where we started? Like, it was mentioning about deploying the trap, but then it was like, you can't, So Jill found us. Go back and use the crank. The idea here is to use the crank to pick up the spike platform, lure the enemy into it, and make sure you're not under them. And have them drop. This will be done several times. So I did what was correct, because I wasn't near the trap. And she was. I wasn't near the trap, and that's weird because it was the right position as well. Because I'm doing exactly what I'm supposed to do. It just mentions climb back up, grab the red crank. Around this time, Jill will find you, so go back down, use the crank in the place by the red room. The idea here is to use the crank to pick up the spike platform, lure the enemy into it, which is what I did, but then she didn't do anything. Make sure you're not... Maybe it's because it was circling around and being stupid. Okay, so I think each time we have to... I think that's what we're supposed to do. We can't progress any further without killing this enemy, but to kill the enemy, we have to lure it into the... but I think the way we lure it... I need to take these, and I think what I'm supposed to do is I'm supposed to put it into... I think what I'm supposed to do is I'm supposed to lure it into the area, and then... She's not dying. She seems to be pretty fast. It's going to follow us along here.
Jill.
Oh, I see. Okay, we have to actually, like, get them to... Right. Okay, now I get it. I was wondering what was going on, and it's like, it's because we have to raise this platform. What we have to do is I have to wait for the enemy to come into here, and have it deploy. That's what went wrong. Needed to get far enough into here, and then... Alright, that's simple. I can do that. So we crush that, and then I'm guessing now we grab what we need. Sun Eater Serpent Shard. Right, that makes this. Now it makes a lot more sense. I don't know where Jill came from either, so that's another thing. I don't know where she came from. So it's 4 seals. So I'm guessing that's going to be the gimmick each time. We're going to have to go through the area, and that's the weird thing I'm looking at here. It's like we're now, because there's only one. We need to recover our weapons and get the last star, but if I don't end up getting the last star and the trophy for this thing, I'll put a thing in there. I can at least... I can't tell if I have actually missed it or not. Is that it? I imagine that's it, because we... We've got several, we haven't got... I also don't know how we lost our weapons. That's something else I don't know.
Take it.
What did it say? Did you get out of the dungeons? Go upstairs. The last weapon's on the wall to your left. This is interesting because did they just cut out a whole bunch of the puzzle? Because I only picked up one. There's the last things apparently in here. If this is the right, this is right there. Okay, am I gonna get the trophy or not? Okay, I definitely missed one. I missed the I missed the one where that's weird because now we only have these weapons. We lost all of our weapons somehow. Unless wait, does this unlock? Does it unlock when we destroy it, or is it? This isn't. I think I've missed the star, but I'm gonna take it that I haven't missed it because I know that I haven't. This is interesting because I thought that there was going to be more than one puzzle there. I only did the one thing. So I found a quicker way to do it. This looks like it's gonna be. I like how this is the Wesker fight, but we only have pistols now. We had a whole bunch of weapons that they built us up to give, and then now we only have those. I don't understand. Why would you give us all those weapons and then not allow us to use them? Very, very confused. Oh, I was supposed to, It's like how the fight just starts. I'm so confused. I only have my knife now. Just dodge that easily. And because we can't move while we're using the knife. Wait, she's... Oh. Got these as well, I completely forgot about flash grenades. The flash grenades don't work either, I was actually expecting them. Really? That's it? Okay. Well, I guess that was all that it was. And this is the, cutscene from the same cutscene from, Well, I guess if this is the end, we're gonna be doing the other DLC then, today, because, we've got at least half an hour. Unfortunately, I ended up making a mistake. Made a mistake by not grabbing one of those stars. I know which one I missed though. Accuracy for 9, enemies rated 6, damage, S rank and damage. Score items, that was fine. Skill and Chris. Hour and 10 minutes. We got an A rank. Okay, so what were we bad at? We were bad at, I got an S rank in the killing the enemies. I got damage, we got S rank. Score items, we got S rank. Accuracy, I mean, like, the only reason our accuracy was down was because we were shooting Wesker and it wasn't doing anything, so that would have boosted up our thing. And, but I think to get S, overall, we need to get S in everything. So that's, it's like, and in clear time, obviously, we took our time with that as well, so. Alright, sync the trophy up, and, considering how much time I've still got left, and we missed out on the score item as well, that's the other annoying part. I missed out on the. Okay, so there actually is a thing to inflict a set amount of damage on it, but for some reason they confiscated all of our weapons at the end, which I made me wonder why did they give us all the weapons if we weren't going to be able to use them. And then destroy all 18 of the score. So I know I missed one somewhere, but I don't know why. I missed it. I don't know how. But it's fine. I'm not trying to go for professional wrestling, so we'll go ahead and do Desperate Escape. So all we have to do is just complete Desperate Escape. And then at that point, the only thing left to do for Desperate thing would be any other stuff. I guess we can go ahead and do Desperate Escape. Still have some time. Let me just quickly change the title. Change it to Let's Play Resident Evil 5 / Desperate. Alright, let's play Resident Evil 5 Lost in Nightmares / Desperate Escape DLC, so halt that. Then that way we will have both of these in here. I was surprised at how long that was. That was a decent length. I enjoyed going around and exploring in the first part in the jail section, but I'm just disappointed that I missed out on one score star. Even though I thought I got it, so I can still put down that I got all of them anyway because I know where it is. I didn't get the trophy for it, which is fine. But alright, let's do Desperate Escape. So this is apparently going to explain about. Actually, I don't. Did Josh even? Wait a second. Did Josh even make it to the end? I don't remember seeing that. We saw Jill, we saw Sheva, and we saw Chris. I don't think we saw Josh. Does that mean he sacrificed himself potentially? Alright, we'll do Desperate Escape because there's no. With Desperate Escape, there is no. With Desperate Escape, there's no. With Desperate Escape, there's no collectibles, no thing, so we can go around and do whatever we want. Alright, so apparently this is going to explain how they escaped. So let's do this. We'll do this, and then I'll finish it up, because then that means the only things left to do will be all the extra stuff, which will be a separate thing, because we've got... my intention was to do the DLCs first, just in case something else unlocked, so I did, and then... For a second I thought I was hearing the Terminator theme. Alright. So this one here, we'll do this. My intention was to do the DLCs, because they are essentially separate story stuff. Essentially all separate, Okay, I'm going to put this out here right now. I think this Desperate Escape DLC was made for the Gold Edition of the game, which came on PS4, so this looks much more cleaner. Right here, seeing this looks like it was made in 2016 versus 2009. This looks different. Actually. What's going to happen now is I'm going to do both DLCs because I decided to do those anyway in case I got other stuff unlocked through those. After we finish doing those DLCs, that means that those are completed.
Stop him.
And then I can go ahead and do for the next stream. I will do all the stuff related to the extra for. Because I can't call this extra either, because it would be Let's Play Resident Evil 5 and the what's the name DLCs. I can't call that extra either because it's separate. So I'll just do all the DLC missions as separate. Do all the DLC missions as a separate video, and then I'll continue on with the rest of the stuff. I'm guessing we play as Jill here. So I always wondered why. Well, I guess the reason they didn't take her with us is because. I guess the reason why they didn't take Jill with them is because they were going and wait stuff.
Are you all right? Are we?
But in the description, I will. In the description box, I will put in where all the scroll stars are.
Captain Josh Stone, BSAA West Africa. I never thought that I would get the chance to meet you.
What are you doing?
Looking for my Javan.
Yeah, both went after Wesker. Found some
Yeah, you can actually tell that this was made
but it's hard
for this edition of the game because it's so much cleaner, so it looks more detailed.
I go to helicopter with you. And after
So I believe Desperate Escape was Lost in Nightmares was made for. This looks different.
I bet you say that to all the girls.
just the pretty. Let's go.
We didn't see what happened to Josh after he was split up. Okay, so we have a machine gun, and Josh has a handgun. I'm gonna explain, I guess, how they got away. I can hear enemies already. Oh, they have fire. I should have him on attack, actually. I should give him the handgun ammo, actually. He's using the handgun. Oh, I can see one of those enemies in the there's an enemy inside that there's an enemy inside there. Oh, I hate these enemies. Wait, what? I wasn't expecting that. Are the enemies here infinite, or is it just So we're not getting in a lot of ammo from the. Oh wait, there's more of them. I just saw another one of those enemies. Those really annoying ones.
Need ammo.
I need to figure out if this is supposed to be like a survival mode or or am I supposed to actually have an objective? Because if there's an objective that I need to do, then obviously that's what I should be going for. Because there's I'm pretty sure I saw one of those, another one of those silly enemies. Those things are annoying. The giant head enemies. He's not attacking either. If I run out of ammo, then at that point it's like, well, what's the point in me fighting anything? Yeah, you can see something like right there as well. There's a that one. There's ammo that could be around. Oh, that thing's about to. Can we not have to fight these again? I think. Oh, the enemies are just turning into it. I think that's why. At least he's downing them faster. It's not dead. I was. Actually, no, it wasn't dead because I. Wasn't dead because I remember. So they're not infinitely spawning. That's one good thing. Fortunately, we're running low on ammo. Comes through the middle here. Maybe I can shoot the explosive barrel, but. So the enemies, at least here, aren't infinite. There's just a lot of them. She's got a machine gun, which I would prefer to have a machine gun than not have one. Don't know where the enemy is currently. I know he's chasing me. I don't think there's any ammo that's around that he can... But there is ammo he can take. I need to give this to him, but... Come through the middle, please. Hopefully that kills him. Hey, follow up. What are you doing?
I owe you one.
That explosion didn't kill it, either. Okay, we had to kill it to get to the transport area here. So there was a set amount of enemies that we had to kill. Fine.
I need ammo.
Okay, well, I don't have any. I have some for myself, but not for you. He can take this.
You take it.
As far as I know, they're not coming from anywhere else. Apart from through this way. Actually, it might actually just be better to shoot them while they're here. Let them all come through this way. And then,
Pick it up.
Understood.
because this way we can just deal with it. Like, they're gonna have to come through this area just to,
Go.
they're gonna have to come through this way to fight us anyway, so it's better to just let them... He's killing a lot of good enemies. I guess he has to assist us. That makes us a little bit different. Oh, there's a guy with a megaphone. Can I jump across and get those? I think to make sure that they don't become as enemies, we need to I think we need to kill them with like shoot them while they're exploding or whatever. Because I noticed like that reason why I didn't keep shooting. I should have kept shooting. Plenty of handgun ammo. We can give this to you. Before we... Like, I don't think that we can... I think we're just stuck using these same weapons. I wonder what our final boss is going to be. What just shot us with... Oh. I don't know what happened there. I want to give him the... I want to give him this... I don't think I can use the handgun. Well, I could take the handgun away from him, but then... at that point, what's the point in taking the handgun away when he can't? That means he can't shoot. Man, there is a trophy for killing 150 enemies, but
Was until you interrupted them.
like
Get to your position.
that means that he would be doing nothing.
Show some respect. This is Jim Valentine.
Pick it up.
There's a boost jump there. Yeah, boost jump would take me to the ladder anyways. Wait, oh, no, run away from that. That's, I didn't realize there was a chainsaw guy. Why isn't he attacking? This is death. Didn't even see where he came from. Uh-oh. Okay, they explode. Enemies. Oh, okay, they're going up there. Yeah, some of the enemies here die really, really fast. And they explode. Enemies die here very, very fast, which I like. I think this was how it worked in the main game. Another chainsaw. Bunch of gold bars there, then. I need to figure out where he's jumping down from so I can make sure that I don't die from him. Yeah, I think he's right behind me. Yep, there he is. At least this is more fun than...
Use this. You have my gratitude. Thank you. Thank you.
Here, another chainsaw enemy. So there's a... In there's something there that I can... He died fast. In here, there's some gold bars or something. I don't know if I can grab it or can I shoot it. I don't know what's up with his handgun, but it does a... I've still got up there as well that I can... So far, this is actually a very decent DLC. There's also a treasure just randomly down there. Oh wait.
Cover you. Watch your back.
Hand grenades?
Thank you.
Okay, that's the emergency exit key. What else have we got? What I got? Also, See there's a... I saw a what's the name. See herbs.
I'm sorry, but I have to go to the communication facility. There's something I have to tell Chris.
Okay. Don't think you can get rid of me of that. Trouble. On the communication.
Thank you, Josh.
Guessing we have to just... Oh, there's rocket launcher. Right. Oh, it's a turret. It's a rocket launcher turret. Hey, guy. Out of the way of the rocket launcher. Okay, we're getting a lot of, I need to get rid of that guy, Like, we'll have to blow that door open. Okay, so we're gonna have to use the, we have to use the rocket turret. I mean, well, we can do that. I don't think that we can, he's shooting at the guy that's there, so... She's dealing with it. Okay, so there's a green... See that there's like a green... area there. Is it just... Wait, is there... Oh! There's another guy right there. I just saw that there was another, there's another guy in a rocket above us. Ah, okay, there's another one right there. So I guess enemies just keep coming in this area. He can't. He was shooting at some of them. They were at least doing something. Nearly there. Guessing that we have to go do the assist jump, and he'll go up the other ladder. I hate that you can't reload while moving. That doesn't make any sense. Safe in here. RPG. We'll save that for later, because I want to waste an RPG on a random enemy. What's in the state spray? Good thing we went up this way. Good thing that I went up this way. Rocket launcher is good. So we have one rocket launcher and have some handgun ammo that I can deliver to him now. But we can't. I don't think I can shoot at the. There's no point in me trying to shoot at the enemies that have. There's no point in me trying to shoot at the enemies that have the rockets, because they're like protected behind a.
Thank you. Thank you.
Let's now we'll go up the actual ladder. Oh, we actually jump with this guy. Should get you. The enemy's coming from behind. So there are. He can deal with those. I'll. So that deals with you. Now we need to go and blow up this. This is a really fun mission. They could have added this in it. Well, then again, it's fun because it's fun because we have a lot of stuff at our disposal. I'm gonna obviously save. We're saving the. I'm gonna save the rocket launcher. If there's like a boss enemy or something at the end, obviously I'm gonna use it on that because. I'm not sure how many enemies that I've killed yet, but Josh has killed quite a bit. I do have him on attack, which is what I wanted. If I run out of ammo, then that means he's not going to do it. Although they are giving us plenty of ammo. That's probably another reason why this is much easier. It's like at least they're giving us plenty of ammo. At least they're giving us plenty of ammo to be able to do stuff. It's constant. Yeah. And like because of that, we're also taking down some of the harder. For some reason, the enemies are some reason the enemies feel like they're easier to beat here than they are in the main game. I don't know why they go down so fast here, but they're not going down faster. And maybe is it because the machine guns and that we're using are updated? Okay, I think this way is heading up towards the turret guys, so there might be some stuff up here. There's something just happened. I don't know what that was. That effect was, but something's just happened. Okay, this is just gonna take us. What the hell just happened? Then you just dive bomb into that enemy. Right, let's head down. Okay, we probably can't go through here. Is that why? Oh, okay, that's the effect of the, that's an effect of a Molotov. It gets hit by a rocket launcher and then spring back up. Perfect sense. This is bad. We only have 1 HP. Deal with this guy up here, then we can use this on the other one. Right there. I'm gonna try and fight those guys, but don't think I can reach. No, I did. We did. Across the bridge we go. They're just constantly spawning, or what? At least on the side they are. Like that. It just overdrops the enemy. I'm out. He has. Please give me some ammo. All the ammo's down there. Oh, we can't even like I was gonna say, I can't even, like, stab them with the... Fortunately, I don't have any ammo. All these are score stars. Hey, well, we did get a, I believe that's the trophy for, killing 150 enemies. But he actually, that's his ability, he actually does a dive bomb. Fortunately, I don't have any, Why is he not giving me my ammo?
I need ammo.
Well, sync up that trophy here. Sync up that trophy. I think that's for killing 150 enemies. Wait a second. Oh, we got a trophy for... Oh, we got an in-game trophy, right. We got an in-game... That was useful. Something like... That wasn't for 150. We defeated 3... We beat 3 enemies in 1 grenade. That's what we got it for. Wondering, like, why is there no trophy there? It's like, I haven't killed 150 enemies. Hopefully he'll go down there and grab the ammo. Guessing we have to go up to this one anyway to use the, to use on the... I thought that was a trophy for killing 150, Nice. Let me go to this, back to this one thing. Thought that was a trophy for getting the... I doubt I'm going to get that because Josh is killing a lot of the enemies. It's one thing I do like. Can we even reach there? I was going to say, can we even reach... Why are they all... Now all the enemies are coming back. Out again. I think what I'm supposed to do is I'm supposed to go and use the... So I can't get up there. I need to either shoot that or I need to shoot... I think that's what... I think I'm supposed to go back and shoot over there to then get into there and then shoot the gate, because otherwise I don't have enough. I think that's what I'm supposed to do. Because this gate will shoot, I think, because there's a gate blocking there, I didn't realise. I think we're supposed to shoot this gate, use this area to shoot the... And then we go on, because I didn't see that there was a extra area. Okay, now there's some enemies. Go with this. Yeah, okay, now I see. I didn't see this before. Okay, we have to destroy that and then get into the access to there, and that will get us to destroy this. that explains why there was so many enemies that were spawning again. Right. It's fine. Sure. I didn't notice that before. I'm like, why is this here? I thought it was just because of the. I thought it was like the other time where it was like there was two turrets. I mean, I need to use one, but because there was two, there was an extra area I wasn't paying attention to. This is also another reason why I did the DLC before I did any grinding for specific things, because like we can get them out of the, we get stuff out of the way while we're playing. Now we've got full machine gun ammo as well. There's probably going to be some more enemies that spawn. Being up here. I see an enemy. I saw something move down. Still wondering why. I don't think Josh joined us, so that means does he sacrifice himself for something, or we haven't reached that point yet. Better checkpoints. Do some few round. At least by using the cover here, we get a bunch of don't have to worry about it. Oh, you guys. We have all sorts of enemies here. I don't even know how much he helped with that other enemy. Well, I don't like that he doesn't. I don't like that he's not picking up the. He doesn't pick up the scroll stars. Sometimes he will, other times he won't. I don't think so.
All you want.
Oh, they're like right there.
Okay.
Can't open it from here, so let's go to the other side. I guess we just open up from the... I see the... Shotgun and rifle shell. And we didn't have a shotgun or a rifle. Didn't talk.
Have my gratitude. Are you alright?
I think the other two are above us, but why are they giving us rifle and shotgun? Is it going to be like last time where they gave us the shells but then didn't give us the guns? Or they gave us the guns but didn't allow us to use them? We'll have to open up the, we'll have to open up the... Oh, it is. Oh, they're coming from there. This is a really fun mission. We haven't really had to worry about dying, but Josh is waiting by the... Josh is waiting by the... door. I've run out of ammo. I'll have to go over and rescue him. Or at least check to see if any of these will give me anything. They're just giving me spells. Her knife thing isn't all that great. Like 4 shots, 5 shots, 6 shots, 7. It's taking forever to kill these enemies with a knife. Right, I'm just gonna have to go and save Josh. Doesn't look like I'm gonna get any ammo up here. I can't turn the I can't turn the for some reason they've given us rifle and pistol ammo, but they haven't given us any. Hopefully Josh can give us some ammo. Nothing up here. I wonder if that's the case. I was going to say if we kill an enemy, does it give us ammo? But I don't. It's not based on that because I've killed several enemies up there and it gave me handgun ammo that I forget.
I owe you one. You have my gratitude. You have my gratitude.
Keeping the rocket launcher on me, obviously, because I don't want him to. Depending on what we're facing.
Damn it. Bridges out. Go, go. Come in. Bridges out. Going to need you to come to us.
There's a landing pad on the roof of the communication facility. Can you meet us there?
Why is he on cover? He should be on attack. I don't know why he was on cover. He's supposed to be on attack. Didn't change him to that. No wonder he wasn't going around and just hacking everything. He was, yeah, I don't remember changing him. Unless it changed because of we were on the right count.
Here it is. Give me a hand.
Broadcast on the same frequency as EDA.
Jill, all right?
I'm fine. Don't worry about me. Carefully, there's something I need to tell you. Human strength comes from a virus. Virus is unstable. In order to maintain a balance, inject himself.
Cut the supply of serum. He loses strength.
Affirmative. Just took be a while before he had another one. Ella said that the amount administered has to be.
That's too much. Act like a poison. Remember, 7AW. 7A.
Try to find a way. Need to find. Always kept it with an attaché case. Chris. Chris?
Being jammed.
Okay. Told him what he.
Goody. Should be on the.
All right.
Surely this isn't the end of the mission. Nope. Because we still got the rocket launcher, which I could potentially use for something. Still got. I'm being given rifle and shotgun ammo despite not having a rifle or a shotgun. This looks like it's going to be an area with something. I don't know why I'm getting given this ammo that I can't even use.
I need ammo. You bailed me out back there. Pick it up.
Good.
I suppose it's gearing up for everything. There's a lot of stuff that I'm picking up, but it's not. Oh, we have to hold out for 5 minutes.
No escaping.
I guess we just have to worry about surviving. 5 minutes? Seems like a long time, considering we don't have a lot of ammo. Oh, wait. Where does this guy come from? Because I haven't seen the direction he's coming from. I haven't seen him. Right on top of the. Oh, there you are. Hmm. Wait, he can shoot through the. That's not how machine guns work. He must have had a dynamite stick or something on him. He could have been one shot. Oh, there's. I can hear the transfer enemies. Need to figure out where they're coming from. Is that a big enemies? Oh, I'm out. Oh, now we have to survive for like 2.5 minutes. He's just like, oh, I have to make a detour now. So I think we just got the 150 kills. He's like, oh, we have to make a detour now because I think that was 100 kills. Yep. Kill 150 enemies single-handedly. So you don't even really need to drive it that much hard for that. 2.5 minutes. It was like 30 seconds left, and then character said like we have 30 seconds left, and then we have to now go and now out. Oh no, I'm out of ammo when I don't have any. We're dealing with a chainsaw enemy now. Hopefully Josh can take care of it, but I don't have any ammo. I guess now we're just at a point now where we have to just survive. So I don't see any ammo. Just too many enemies. We have all this other ammo that I can't even use, which something here. Please don't die, Josh. Bad. So we just need to survive. There's no other way for me to get, like, apart from punching zombies, which isn't work. Can I get up there somehow? I can get up this way. He has plenty of ammo, but I have none. And he's not shooting. Now I have something. Oh no. Right. Visual contact. That's at least something. So good. And it to survive like 30 seconds. Should be good. Now we're just... Right, he's here. That was actually really fun. It was a really fun DLC. The other one was fun as well. Still not over yet. I'm wondering if we hop into the thing and do like a turret fight. He's gonna hop into the minigun. Or he was gonna hop into. Oh, yep, RPG.
They're clear.
Don't have to tell me twice.
Oh, I just realized he redirected the rocket launcher to make sure that they didn't get hit. Okay, we're doing this now. Wait, infinite ammo. We never used the rocket launcher at all. We still have a rocket launcher, and she also there's several rocket launchers there as well. Surely there had to be a... Actually, no, because I take off in the helicopter.
Sorry, Joe. Brave soul. Right. Go see if we can help them.
That's it. We didn't get a boss fight. Got another A rank though. Accuracy obviously is where it's. Josh and Desperate Escape. We finished it in 53 minutes. So Like, my accuracy is not very good with it. Alright, sync this trophy up. Alright, so what I was intending is, I wanted to do the DLCs first because, I wanted to do the DLCs first because, in case we could get other stuff done out of the way first. Once I finished both DLCs, I was going to then not keep going, because that would be part of the extras portion for 5. So I'll probably be ending it for today. Because I think, and then that means, because the title of the video is basically going to be like, Let's Play Resident Evil 5 Lost in Nightmares Desperate Escape DLC. We've gone and done both of those. And then, now that we've gone and done both of those, the next thing I can do is, instead of me having to split videos, I can just have a video dedicated to completing both DLCs, which we've done both DLCs now, and those are all done and out of the way, and that can be one video in itself. And then, because my idea would have been if both DLCs did not equate to 2 hours. So obviously, with them both not equating to 2 hours, there's no point in me making 2 separate videos for those. So instead, now knowing that it would have taken us literally 2 hours to do both of them, as well as everything else that we did. Better to just put all the DLC into one. Better to put all of the DLC into one video. So what we did before, put all the Resident Evil 5 story stuff from beginning to end as the story in one video, in one series, and then have all the stuff related to the DLCs, Lost in Nightmares and Desperate Escape, be its own video here, and then the next time we stream, or however many streams there will be after this, for this game, we will complete all the rest of the grinding and enemy stuff and things like that out of the way using chapter select. We'll get what we can out of the way for those. That will come to the end of that, and that will be the official extra things. This isn't considered extra because it's the DLCs. So with other games with DLCs, it'll be very similar to this because, like for example, Assassin's Creed Valhalla has umpteen many levels of DLC. Once I finish, say, the Paris DLC, that would be the end of the thing for that there, because then it's like we're done the Paris journey from one thing to another, and if there's any grinding afterwards, we can go and do that thing. I think for now it's a good point to end this. Then that way we can focus on just doing all the other stuff later. So, yeah, I think that's what I'll do. So, all that being said, be sure to like, comment, subscribe. Every like, comment, subscription view on this video gets me post monetization. I just remember content for you all, so content become more accessible and easy to find. I uploaded my past Plat reacts as well as Let's Plays and Let's Plats to YouTube channel. Far Cry 6, Sifu, Quarry, was a remake, Octopath Traveler, Lego Star Wars Saga, Aftershock Vertigo, Crisis Core, Final Fantasy VII Reunion, Cuphead, Stray, Marvel's Avengers, Black Creature Anthology, The Devil in Me, Days Gone, Resident Evil 3 Remake, Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order, Like a Dragon Edition, Evil 4 Remake, Triangle Strategy, Pokemon Scarlet, as well as this game. I uploaded my past. I'm working on a Play Pass segment for games I have a Platinum Trophy for, where I should have. Potentially, I could get the sound done in the next time I go and work on a massive amount of it. That would mean that I have a full audio track complete for what I've said, and then I can just fill in all the blanks later. And then I can start working on the visual sections of it. So that's one thing that by scheduling these streams better, and by doing the other things better, I can work on other things as well. Because last time I was doing more streams and less of other stuff. At least here I can do a balance by making extra content on the way as well. We're going to switch things up for games for the Switch, and eventually I'll do more Triangle Strategy speedruns and other speedruns in the future as well. I put it into my YouTube channel because I have a 7-day limitation on my videos before they're permanently deleted. And I want there to be a second place for people to be able to review them in case they miss the stream live or they don't like watching on Twitch, because some people prefer to watch on YouTube more than not. Well, and you'll also get a notification when I go live watching on YouTube. Follow me on Twitch at 50 followers. I'll be doing Octopath Traveler Getaway speedrun. And we also reach affiliate, which means I get monetization as well. Get to make much of subscriber emotes and incentives to help support me and the channel going forward to the future. I also get a 7-day extension on my videos before they're permanently deleted as well, and that will be useful. And you'll also get a notification when I go live. Follow me on Twitter to be notified when I go live, and if you wish to add me on Discord, I will send you a number to my friends' Discord server. Close to 2,000 members, still going strong. If you wish games to discuss there as well, I'm very active there, and you'll also get a notification when I go live if you're well. So with all that being said, have a good rest of the day, night, wherever you all are, and I will see you later.